S and N as in Nancy.
Yeah.
And T M.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the Center for the Study of New Testament Manuscripts. So this is done by Dan Wallace. So if you click Digital Manuscript Collection, so this organization goes around the world and they try to preserve manuscripts. So what you can actually do is you can go over the classification on the left-hand side, click them. So go down, click Papyrus, and then say start in 2nd century and in 3rd century. And then you can even scroll down and be a little bit more choosy. So you can say I just want, so go, let's say go to the Gospels because you'll get the highest percentage of them. And then you have them listed. So you can do, so let's scroll down and go to a key example. Go to P66 on the main body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you scroll down, go to, so this is the numbering system. So P66 right there. Not that one, go back. Go to the second one, P66, 2nd, 3rd century. So this is a copy of the Gospel of John. And so this is what they would have looked like. So this one is actually in Geneva, Switzerland, at the Bodmer Foundation. And this is one of our the Bodmer Foundation. So it's just an institution. So this is one of our earliest examples of a cover-to-cover. I actually have a full facsimile of this in my office that I do academic work on.
Is this written in Aramaic?
So this is Greek. Yeah, so if you look at it, you can actually click it and it will get close. That's pretty close. So you have
yeah, that is.
Yeah. So the first line, scroll to the top. Yeah.
You can read ancient Greek, right?
Yeah, so and arche and halagos and kai halagos and proston theon. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. So I actually have a video on my YouTube, Shameless Plug, where I work through the first 2 pages of this document, and I translate it and I explain the syntax and grammar. Because the interesting thing about this is where there's a lot of manuscripts have differences within the manuscripts.
I'm definitely a much better driver with slower cars than I am with faster cars.
Certain things, they're hundreds of thousands of things. But the interesting thing about the preface to John's Gospel is that this reads exactly like a modern translation. So when I translate through verses 1 to 14, verses were added later in the 16th century, but the equivalent of verses 1 to 14, it reads exactly identical to what we would have in our, with no, not even issues with spelling or word order or anything. It's very, very interesting.
And you were telling me off camera that in ancient Greek, the way that sentences are structured, it didn't matter the order they put it in. I think an example you gave is I went to the club with Bill, and they might say club I went Bill with, or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how it translates, but you're supposed to then figure out that it means.
Well, when you would translate it out from the Greek, you would put it in the proper word ordering. So you could have it in any word order in Greek, as long as the right syntactical and grammatical structures are there, but it would translate out to the exact same thing.
Okay.
And this is, so the